The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
A little bit of everything. I do some singing, some dancing, some chatting with the guests, the skits, the monologues, the comedy.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Wonderful comedy.
It really is a lot of...
98
And it's time now for Brady to give you all of the news that only Brady knows. And it's Wednesday, Brady.
Wings Day!
That's right, Wings Day. And that means you can go on over there. All you people that used to be that all-you-could-eat wings thing, not anymore. You wrecked it. Now it's just Wings Day. 20 wings, you got to buy them, and then you get 10 for free because that all-you-could-eat thing started to break them. That's what I think. But every Wednesday, they still try to make you a deal, and it's a good one. 20 wings get you 10. That's plenty of wings. Anybody complaining? Because I've gotten one email, and the guy knows who I'm talking to. They don't do that anymore. You keep saying it's that all-you-can-eat wings thing. Oh, yeah. They don't do it anymore.
Pretty pissed off about that.
Bunch of bull. Man, I'm like, how many wings did you need?
He's a back sleeper.
He's a big-time back sleeper. I got to go home, sleep on my back. I got a belly. And that's a reason why his gut is so big. He's the Hindenburg. Roll over on either side. If I lay on my right, all the food sloshes over. It makes me sick.
There's 75. That's a good lunch.
I sleep on my back. Well, yeah, that's it. So 30 wings for you is plenty. Buy 20, get 10 for free. Dine in or takeout. And I don't want to hear anybody email, you see how small the wings are? You're still getting 30 of anything is a lot. 30 M&Ms is too many M&Ms. You know what goes great with wings, Brady? An ice-cold Bud Light. And Hooters and Bud Light bring you the Brady Report. Brady, report it.
Good Wings Day morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, world.
Hi.
It's a big day today for Toledo. National Coffee Day. And Brett.
Oh, yes.
There's all sorts of deals going on right now at your favorite coffee place, probably.
Wow, that's
Way to put him on notice.
Man, nothing gets me more motivated than the word
Maybe.
probably.
You'll get a free cup at Starbucks. I can go down the line. Oh,
Probably.
Well, that's not a maybe. Is that a for sure?
yeah. They're giving out free coffee to anyone who's up
selling
with
me on
a
this.
clean, reusable
Probably.
cup.
Sure. Probably.
Well, he's thinking about the person that goes to that unknown weird little place that Brady would go to.
Right.
So it's National Coffee Day. What kind of specials you got?
We sell
We don't
cheese.
have one.
Oh, there. Henceforth, the probably. My favorite place didn't have a deal.
So I
A
was
lot of them,
right.
you have to be a member. You know, like if you're a Dunkin', you got to be a Perks member. You get a free cup of coffee.
That reminds me that later this morning, and it's great stuff, we got ourselves the dinero double down. So in about 16 minutes, I'm going to give you another word, and you'll have your chance to win $1,000 from the dinero double down. That's easy. 20 grand in 20 days. Modelo Especial, Lerner and Rowe, and you'll probably win it.
Good chance.
We'll probably give it away.
Hear about that?
$1,000 a day, probably.
Maybe.
Probably. Happy coffee day, everyone. Bring mints to work.
Bring a cup there. We'll fill it up.
Who will?
Probably.
If you bring your own cup.
Probably.
That's what you do at Starbucks.
You bring your own cup to
Yeah.
Starbucks? You bring a Starbucks
Clean,
cup.
reusable cup.
No kidding.
Up to 20 ounces.
And they just give you coffee?
Yeah, the ones
Fill
that
it
say
up.
Starbucks on it, like he's saying.
Yeah, it's got to say Starbucks. You can't just bring a coffee mug that says Grumpy Cat on it.
Or Tim Hortons.
Yeah. They're doing it just for you to get you out of there. Quit asking for free stuff, sir.
I brought my cup. You said you'd fill it, probably.
Starbucks is giving out free coffee to anyone who shows up with
Today.
a clean, reusable cup.
Today.
Today.
I don't think it has to be a Starbucks cup.
Today. Right.
Today.
You said that they do that. But that's
That's
just
what I was
today.
talking about
Okay.
today.
I don't know.
When you say they do
Yeah,
that,
you
you
say
have
they
to
do
say
that.
today.
It sounded like that was something you were doing all the time.
Probably.
Yeah, just for you.
What do you got for free? I got a truckload of warehouse sauce. Been sitting in there for a couple summers. Want some?
Just if I give you free coffee, will you leave?
Fill up, Grumpy Cat. Fill them up. copycat.
Sorry, only 20 ounces max.
That should do.
Got a couple of baseless fun facts. Smarties candy was originally made with machines that were built to make gunpowder pellets for ammunition during World War I.
They replaced it with just sugar and food coloring, and
Yep.
off they went. Well, that's a much more peaceful world, isn't it? Shooting Smarties at each other.
They probably cleaned those out, right, Brady?
Well, you bring in
By
your
now
free
it's
little,
cleaned out.
Probably.
you bring your own machine in. You can get
You bring in one of the old Smarties wrappers, and they'll fill it up for you.
just roll it.
So don't
You got to
get rid
roll
of-
it yourself.
Don't get rid of that cellophane. They'll refill that.
Probably.
Probably. Probably.
Every
How does
elected
Brady say probably so clear? If I had to bet money, just put a picture on the internet and say, how does this man say the word probably? The word probably would come up like 9% guess.
every elected
Probably.
official.
But you say it very clean.
That's too many syllables.
Probably.
Probably.
That's what I would guess Brady would say. Probably. Not probably. Probably. But he says probably like a scholar.
Every elected official in Kentucky has to take an oath that they've never been in a duel. I thought it was never be in a duel, but
Well, they can still do it.
you can duel all you want.
It's not off the table. Just you can't come in hot.
When people first came up with the concept of brunch in the late 1800s,
Brilliant.
they called it blunch.
Breakfast, lunch.
It didn't have a good ring to it,
Right.
so they dialed it down.
Went
to
back to
brunch.
marketing. People weren't buying it. Asians came up with it. Brunch, blunch. What are we going to do here?
Yesterday was National Neighbor Day,
Yeah, we know.
so they surveyed 1,000 people.
What'd you do for
They were
laser?
asked-
How'd you celebrate?
Yeah.
If
What'd
they've
you do
done
for
a-
laser?
I'll tell you exactly what he did to celebrate.
Ahoy, hoy! It's the best day in the world, neighbor.
It's our day.
Hello, neighbor. Hello, neighbor.
That's the day
Won't you be my
I
neighbor?
quit tap dancing to Hello Neighbor when I was 4 years old. Tap dancing was something I thought I wanted to do.
Really?
Because my sister was doing it. She was winning all sorts of trophies, and she had a wall of trophies, and we shared a room. And I'm like, this tap dancing thing gets you some hardware.
He showed up in the tap shoes, a
I'll
half
tell you
shirt.
exactly. Clifford was my sister's dance partner, this kid named Clifford. And those two were stealing away with all sorts of certificates, and I got a room full of nothing. My half of the room was getting totally blanked out by this wall of... It was amazing how many trophies. They gave him a trophy just for showing up all the time. I wanted trophies. So I signed up at Miss Pat's dance studio in Lowell, Indiana, just like my sister as a beginner. And the whole thing was, hi, neighbor. Hi, neighbor. You waved with your left hand. You waved with your right hand. You had your little, and then something about da-da-da-da-da with your finger out to one side, and then da-da-da-da-da, your finger out to the other. And then the girl next to me, Joni, put her hand on my shoulder. I'm like, that's it. Didn't know that'd be touching. And I left. I didn't want anybody handling me.
here.
This is too much neighborly nonsense. So when I was 4, I was out on the whole, hey, neighbor, keep it to yourself. That might be the reason I'm not religious. Look at the person next to you, shake their hand. I'm like, I'm out. I got to get to know these idiots.
So this survey asked 1,000 people if they've done a favor for a neighbor over the past year.
Sure.
79% said they have.
Nope. Ofer.
Good for you.
A new study in France found that our breathing and heartbeats tend to synchronize during shared experiences, like someone telling you a story.
Like periods.
So just listening to us this right now, we're syncing up.
One heartbeat.
Yep.
KUPD audience is one heartbeat, probably.
It also happens in other shared activities like listening to music or just having a deep conversation, but it only happens if both people are paying close attention.
So never for you.
Yeah. Rarely syncing up.
Yeah, never, ever. That's not true of sex, is it? Like your hearts don't beat together?
On that activity, if you're syncing up.
Because
that
it
makes
can't.
sense.
Not really, because when you have that big climactic moment, your heart goes crazy. And if she's not doing it at the same time or you're not doing it at the same time,
She's not paying attention.
she's just, or you're not, or you're thinking of somebody else's
Right.
heartbeats. I wasn't thinking about your heart right then. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Babycenter.com just put down the list of the names, the baby names we're Googling right now in 2021.
Jaden.
You're on it.
Yep.
For the boys, Luca, Aiden, Kai, Caleb, Maverick, Levi.
Maverick.
You're naming all your kids the former gay strip club names.
Jackson, spelled with an X.
Oh, cool. He goes by Jax.
Logan and Hunter. For the girls, Olivia, Autumn, Everly, Naomi, Ariana, Amelia.
The ladies' names got classier and old-timey.
Mila.
Dudes' names went full-on Chippendales.
And Gertrude. No, Gertrude was not on that list.
Logan. Jax. They're all like male stripper names. What was the one that was in there that we all hated?
Luca? No.
Luca's no good. Maverick.
Yeah.
If you got a son named Maverick, and if you have a son named Maverick and he's got a friend named Maverick, the regret is endless. Now it's popular. It was
Mav 1 and 2.
The whole point of Maverick is that you're one of a kind. You're all on your own. But if you've got a couple Mavericks in a classroom, come on. Sarah Palin and John McCain were two Mavericks, remember? It's not a good combo.
There's a professor in England named Roy Taylor, and he's an expert on diabetes. He just gave a presentation at a big conference in Europe and said if you can't fit into the same jeans you wore when you were 21, you're at risk of developing diabetes. In other words, everyone's at risk. No, there's some people that still
should be right about the same.
Yeah.
33 now. I think I was probably 30. Yeah, I was probably 33 then when I was 21. I'm lighter than I was. I'm 194 as of this morning, so I was about 195 when I was 21. It's about the same. No diabetes for me. No need to visit the doctor even.
I got a little work to do.
Is your 21-year-old waist?
Two inches.
What do you think your 21-year-old waist was?
36.
Probably.
You were 36 at 21?
Yeah.
Probably.
What was yours? Do you remember? Like 2021, your waist size?
34, I think.
Something like that.
And
It's
I
not
think
too
I'm like
different.
a 36 now.
Yeah.
So
So he's got your waist when you were 21.
Yeah.
And you've got your age for your waist now, which
No.
is really interesting.
Man.
You're only you're not that big in the waist.
39.
Area. Yeah. They don't sell 39 stuff.
No.
You weren't 40.
I am right now. Yeah, because you buy the 40. 38's a little, right on the bubble.
It's not comfortable, though. But you don't have one of those bulbous butts. Well, he doesn't.
No.
He's not because he doesn't have a big, thick ass. He's got a kind of a fastback. He's not going to have one of those waists. You're one of those guys that later in life is at danger of his pants just falling down.
The golf tee?
Yeah, you got the golf tee. Because I always wondered,
He's going to be suspender guy?
he's suspended.
I don't because the legs are thicker. My dad
right
is.
now.
Yeah,
Your dad
my
probably
dad.
has his pants falling off all the time.
They did when we were at the tie rack in Chicago.
Never got it.
He's talking to this lady. He's shopping for a tie.
And down
because
they
of her
go.
Wedding. Whoop! Dad!
It made the whole America's Funniest Home Videos throughout the 90s. Every video was just an old guy standing there going, so anyway, I was out at, Jesus Christ, my pants just fell off.
And he's not really, he's it is golf tee, but he doesn't have the.
He doesn't have a big belly.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than his waist.
It's just he's got chicken legs.
Yeah, the danger for your dad is his stomach is bigger than his waist. So if the waistband slides down a little bit off of where it's supposed to be, it's grabbing, hanging on like Stallone in Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
If it drips off that edge, they're going all the way down. Yeah, right now, legs kind of. But you could drop just down past the ass. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Because you got no, your ass is not like something that's bubbling out. We get you in the squat rack. Get that ass bubbled up.
Last September.
Like Vito.
It's not bubble for sure, but
No, we could bubble you.
last September, this 23-year-old guy in Coralville, Iowa, named Salih Ali Nasser, pulled over for speeding. He was flying. Cops clocked him at 103 in a 65 miles per hour zone.
Probably.
He pleaded guilty and paid the $314 ticket, but they also suspended his license. Now he's fighting that. He says he was driving so fast. The reason why, it was an emergency. He was on his way to get his wife some sanitary pads.
Ugh. Why can't she do it? It's that bad?
Also, he said the officers behaved in an insulting manner.
She can't even. She's such a 5. She can't get in a car and drive down and pick up a couple of cotton swabs to cover this thing. He had to go get that because she was bleeding so hard.
Yeah.
Or he's a pussy.
Emergency run.
No such thing. The emergency run is me with a duffel bag and my dogs, and I'm never coming back.
See ya.
It's an emergency. I can't move.
Then you're dying. This is not a normal period. If you can't go to the store and pick up your own for an emergency. Now, if he's just a nice guy, he's like, I'll go get him.
Or he's a pussy.
He's that. That's the word I was looking for.
I think he wanted to get into his car and let the dragon breathe a little bit.
Maybe.
This 29-year-old guy, Andrew Emery, carjacked a woman early yesterday morning in downtown Atlanta while armed with a bow and arrow. First, he tried to steal a security guard's car, but that failed. Then he moved on to an easier target that he used as a target. The woman was sitting in her car, and Andrew fired an arrow into her windshield. He also threw a fire extinguisher at her car. She eventually let him take the car.
Sure.
He didn't make it very far. He crashed into an overpass less than an hour later. When cops showed up, they expected to find the crash victim who needed help, but he wouldn't get out. A little standoff for about 20 minutes because he had his compound bow with him.
Sure.
And then he threatened, he was pointing it at the officer.
Just take him down.
They did. They fired a shot in there. Didn't kill him.
Oh.
He was given multiple verbal warnings. Put the bow down.
Is he a white guy?
I think so.
See, this is what gives black people their argument. Any black guy with a compound bow in the streets get knocked out before he lifts it. Like if you're just walking around and like he fits the description of a black man with a compound bow, there's not going to be much talk. And I don't think there should be for anyone. I think that's where the problem lives. Everybody keeps saying, how can we train our cops not? I think you shoot anybody walking around the street with a compound bow when there's been a recent compound bow crime. If you're just walking around with compound bow,
yeah,
you take a bullet from the police immediately. And that's how I would retrain the police if it were me. They'd shoot more. More races, more people, just less concern about who's doing what to who. Dude, you think I thought he had a knife. It was his cell phone. Well, we do it to everybody.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
That's the difference. You got to do it to everybody. Whitey with a compound bow got a couple of questions. Then the black people are 100% right that the cops are given extra chances. Because I guarantee Lamont isn't getting a couple questions standing in Watts with a combo in the middle of the road.
Pointing at you.
He's going to get shot. And not many people are going to be against it. Anybody with a compound bow, let that be a lesson. If you're not hunting in the woods, if you're on, Dunlap, and you're walking with a compound bow, I might shoot you. What's he doing? We just left the Bass Pro Shops. They're like, no, they'd bag that up or mail it to him.
The grifter of the day.
I'd shoot anybody with just a quill. You don't even need the bow. Just the idea of thinking you're going to shoot a bow and arrow.
Pernell Jones Jr. has been grifting airlines for 5 years. Lost luggage claims. He would sometimes go to the airport without any luggage, but a file beforehand that they lost the luggage. You ready for this? He got $300,000 in money
and
for
stuff.
lost luggage.
Wow.
Because you'd get $3,500 per bag.
Yeah.
So every time he's flying,
35
Nah.
bag.
I-
up to $3,500.
Worth the stuff
You
in my
gotta
bag.
he would give a list of stuff that was in the bag.
I'll tell you what.
So probably 3,500.
Yeah.
I was
You're
stuck.
really on
I
it.
was stuck in that lost baggage thing at the O'Hare Airport once. Nobody's getting $3,500 a bag there.
No.
They gave the guy like you lost my suitcase and then the one guy came in with a damaged one. He says, you damaged it. Look, and she goes, all right. She gives him a book to flip through. Find a reasonable replacement. He's like, none of these are as good as the one I've got. Yeah, well, it's brown. And the lady behind the counter had no time for it. He goes, no, you're replacing this bag. She goes, it's not that bad, sir. It still functions as luggage. It's got a huge dent in the side. This wasn't cheap. All right, find a reasonable replacement. And he's flipping through like none of them were more than $200. Because this thing was, we here have decided that this is the best thing we're going to do. And I'm like, this guy's going to lose his mind. It's like 2 a.m.
Ugh.
O'Hare Airport. I was sitting there charging my phone with the fireworks. But that's pretty bad. And then here in Phoenix, remember, they used to just leave unattended luggage that nobody
There was
claimed.
a corral for them.
Yeah.
But you could just go over to it.
Yep.
Nobody was manning
Nobody
it
was checking it. Nobody was
until
checking
those
your
people
tags.
got caught
Right.
stealing luggage. Like
He's looking at a maximum of 20 years in prison plus a $250,000 fine.
Yeah. They lost our luggage once and then found it, and they drove it to the house, and the dude wanted a tip.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't his job. He's like, not my job to do all this. He comes over in a Calais. It's like an 86 Oldsmobile Calais. Opens his trunk, pulls our luggage out, and walks it to the door. I'm like, thanks a lot, man. He goes, yeah, not my usual job, see, driving luggage to folks' houses. I'm like, yeah, well, the airline lost our luggage. Yeah, I know, I work for the airline. Okay. Do I tip this guy?
Yeah.
Is he waiting around for money? No. It's wildly inconvenient for me. Yeah, see, I drove it all the way to your home, though. You wouldn't have had to do
Appreciate
that.
that.
You wouldn't have had to do that had... No. I think I ended up giving him a couple bucks to get off my driveway.
Was he Ralph the doorman from the Jeffersons or something, just standing there with his hand out the whole time?
He was not going home. Do you tip this guy? They screwed up really bad, and this guy's going to win $20?
This artist in Denmark, Jens Henning, I'm going to say grifted the Kunstmuseum of Modern Art. The reason why I'm saying that is because
Yeah, I know.
I'll show you how it's spelled in Kunsten.
It's the different one. You don't want to say Ston.
Yeah.
Either way, it's good.
Either
Anyway.
way is great. You can't win with this one, is what we're saying.
They lent him $84,000, like a consignment, this artist, to make them a piece of art for the museum.
What museum?
The Kunstmuseum of Modern Art in Denmark. He did. He just gave them 2 white frames, empty.
Right.
And he said, that's my art. And what's the name of the art? Take the money and run.
Nice.
Thank you.
Genius.
And they're like, wait a minute, we want that money. Like, how can you say that's not art?
That's beautiful art. Art is in the eye of the beholder, you morons. You don't prepay for it.
Thanks for the $84K.
Brilliant. That's a true artist. His
Yeah.
brain went to work immediately.
I've got
Genius.
a couple of Wild World radio videos.
Oh, I already know which one of them is, and it's going to shock you.
Hello, my
The one from
friends.
yesterday.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm Brady Bogan, and this is Wild Wild World radio videos. The first one is a beehive that was removed in Boston, 50 feet up. Huge beehive. We're talking thousands of honeybees. It's the biggest one that the guy's ever seen in the city. It was usually
Well,
not here.
keep in mind, Boston was a place that once flooded with syrup.
Looking at a few
So they're a little
100,000
worried
honeybees.
about this.
City-dwelling bees, a building in
City
Austin
bees.
home to their gigantic hives.
It was called in as a honeybee job. I didn't believe it just because of the sheer size that was being told.
Brad Hall of Northwest Pest Control has never dealt with anything like this before.
It's probably about 4 feet tall, and it goes pretty deep.
Sure he has. He's from Boston. It's big, it's fat, it's hard to touch.
It's
It's
a
just like a
wicked
lady.
hive.
It's a lady from Boston.
Keepers 50 feet in the air, where they vacuum the honeybees and put them in cages. It's a time-consuming and delicate process.
Well, this
What they were really
as
attempting to
exciting
do
as
is
I
make
thought.
sure that as
There
much
you
of the
have it.
colony
It
stays.
doesn't break and kill the guy. So they're successful.
No injury.
Oh, who cares?
It's a massive hive.
Yeah,
A city bees.
Brady.
yeah.
That's the 4th time City Bees. We get it.
Right. We understand. Okay.
Nobody
Well,
got
that was-
stung. Nobody got
even like a little bit injured. It's the whole point of these things.
Can you go 4 down where the guy's jumping in the...
Oh, what's that?
Was this Wild
No, the-
America still?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
this
still-
one is. This guy tries to catch a tarpon on a little line.
I forgot we're still in that. Wait, he jumped in the water to get it himself?
Yeah, he got clubbed. Watch, he puts the little... These are 5 and 6 feet. Pulls them in. The one jumps out of the water and clubs him.
Oh! He's trying to
That's
catch
the
these
one that's on his line, though.
Yeah, but that's a shark over like a...
giant fish in this water, and this guy just tries to hand it. Oh. All right.
That was worth it.
That's worth it because the guy got clubbed by a fish. That's
now
what I come
the
here for,
gorillas
Brady.
that shocked the world.
No comments from anybody. I just want this to just live in your brain
it's at the
forever.
Bronx Zoo.
And there's a field trip of kids.
Yep.
Like they're watching this. And this.
Oh, I thought I was thinking the other one.
Back.
The car wash.
Huh?
The one from yesterday that he sent out?
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the cobblestone?
I didn't, I didn't see. Yeah, it didn't work on mine.
Oh.
Okay. Brady had a car wash video?
Yeah.
About what?
You got to play it now after this.
I'll have to bring it up.
Stupid.
Because you sent the thing that said...
We can't just say about what for that one.
I think Brady said something about getting his bucket scrubbed, and then there was a video, and it didn't work. But this is ridiculous. And just let it play. I'll explain it. Field trip of kids at the Bronx Zoo.
And this is lesbonic.
Look at that. 2 female gorillas. One goes down on the other. Watch her hips. She starts flexing those hips. Oh my God. And it's a long time down there. And the other one grabs the head of the one performing and starts like pulling down. I mean, can you imagine the smell on that?
Let go of my ears. I know what I'm doing.
It's like dating a girl from El Mirage. Oh, you need to shave this piece. That is ridiculous. I didn't know that they did that. I didn't know that primates
never
performed oral like that. I know they jerk off.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen it.
So much like us, Brady. How do you not believe in evolution now? You've seen them, work the lowers.
This is the final Wild World.
I'll say this, Brady. If gorillas start to scissor in the next few weeks, we're going to know.
Then you got something.
You got a huge deal.
This is a quickie. We'll end it at quickie. Somebody's watching me.
Oh, wait. It's 8:06. The word today is probably 9936.
If you text in, you're probably in.
Yeah, probably. It'll get a text back, probably. That'll tell you that you're in, probably. Probably 97936, your chance at $1,000. This hour, all you got to do is spell the word probably correct once and text it to 97936. It'll let you know if you're in, and good luck to all of you. You're going to win $1,000, probably.
Here's a little royalty to Rockwell.
Huh?
Give him a little payment.
What is that, Brady?
Chicken laying egg.
Oh, and another chicken's head.
Watching. There you go. There's your Wild Wild World videos.
You close with the gorillas having oral sex.
I know. I forgot about the chicken one.
The chicken looking at the other chicken laying an egg is
now
not
let's get
funny.
to the...
Oh, Brett, I'm with you. Brett's head actually is in his hands.
Unbelievable.
In a natural position.
He loves that song.
We got to show the one that he sent us yesterday, though.
You got more?
Now, let's go. Let's go on with the rest of it.
All right, hurry up.
We're going to go back to that one?
This is the Extreme Heights.
Okay.
The guy's going for... this will get your stomach.
He is on a
the butterflies
scaffold?
hanging over the building.
That's got to be 60 stories?
He's just talking. You got it?
Last words? Good. Love you, boys. See ya. Ready?
Oh, he's
3,
jumping.
2,
Yeah.
Got a parachute.
see ya.
He base jumps off. That's got to be 80 stories, right?
Oh, man.
But just getting over the ledge to hang on for
no
the
way.
photo.
Filming it is hard enough.
Yeah.
This dude is hanging off of...
Oh, it's a hot air balloon. I was going to say, where's the rest of the
all
building?
right.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
Love you, boys. See ya. Ready? 3, 2, 1. See ya.
It's a hot air balloon. He just leaves it. Oh, my goodness. That's hard to look at. He's dead, right?
Yep.
No, he made it.
Okay.
The last one is some little bench press problem.
Okay.
The guy is very calm as
Yeah.
it's constricting his, basically taking his
Don't
neck off.
sell it.
Gets it. All right. So he gets it off the bar or up off the bench, down to his chest. It's a struggle. 1. He's got 2. Oh, he's struggling with 2. Back down. This is no longer no spotter. Oh, it's on his head.
That's on the throat.
Oh, it's right on his throat. Little help. Spotter. Did anyone help him?
Yeah, the
Who's
guy
filming
went
it?
finally at the end.
I think he's just got his camera.
Oh, he set
posted
up his own
yeah.
camera.
There's one guy next to him, next bench over, getting spot.
Because that's what people love to see is other guys lifting weights.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's pretty calm
Wow.
about it. He's pretty calm.
225 on
This
the
is what you
throat.
missed yesterday.
Wow. This is Brady's gem?
Yeah, this is what you missed yesterday.
Okay. Primates washing a Mercedes. Animals washing cars.
How's that hip, Johnny?
I need another day off. That's what you sent?
Yes.
All right.
Getting the bucket scrubbed.
I don't know what that means. I have to click on this now. Oh, I see. Well, there you go. Probably is the word today. Yeah, always close. If you've ever got a video with gorillas or orangutans performing oral sex, close with it, Brady. Especially if it's in front of a bunch of school kids. That's your closer. That's the win.
That's a field trip there.
That is a field trip you don't forget. Like I always say, that John Travolta-looking baboon that I saw jerking off when I was with my dad at the Albuquerque Zoo is a memory we both share. Hey, Dad, remember that trip to the zoo where that monkey jerked off on us? Yeah, you remember. It was 40 years ago, and the two of us, like it was yesterday. And that's all we kept doing. He looks just like John Travolta. Like, yeah, what's he doing? Oh, my God. Started to just pull that taffy. All right, probably. 97936. That is the number you want to text the probably to. Probably will win $1,000 in the Dinero Double Down this week. It's brought to you by our friends over at Modelo Especial and Lerner and Rowe. 20 grand in 20 days. Get you $1,000 every single day, and on Friday we'll tell you how you can do it again. We'll do twofers. It's easy. There goes your Brady Report, brought to you by Hooters and Bud Light. It's 98.
The best the world has to offer in music, drama, and comedy.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.